presentation today. I know that these are busy days. I'm glad that the topic generated at least a little bit of interest from your side. As you know, we as Althena are technology partner here of Exans with our perfume authenticating app, which is Althena Fragrances. Which is powered by Fragrances of the World database and their classification. So as you might see, as you might have understood, we will be talking about NFTs today, starting from what is the common understanding of NFTs, going through some basic definitions, and we will see then what is their hidden potential, so what we like to call NFT 2.0. I would like that, by the end of this short presentation, I could be able to transfer to you what we learned in the past year of experience in the metaverse. And I would start by breaking the ice and showing you a short video. It's something that is not, let's say, it's quite light and funny. It's taken from the Saturday Night Live. It lasts only a couple of minutes.
Wow. Secretary Yellen, it was an honor to have you with us today.
Well, it was my pleasure, Professor. It's always nice to speak to aspiring economists.
Do we have time for one more question?
Hey, I don't have anywhere to be.
All right. Anyone have a question? Come on, guys. The Secretary of Treasury is right next to us. Yes. You, young man.
Two Silicon boys were talking outside, talking outside, talking outside.
Okay, and so what is your question?
Two Silicon boys were talking outside, talking outside, talking outside.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Now what the hell's an NFT? Apparently cryptocurrency. Everyone's making so much money. Can you please explain what's an NFT? I said, what the hell's an NFT? It's like real life Monopoly. Everyone is doing it like Gronkowski. Can you please help me make an NFT?
Son, I didn't understand a word you just said.
Hey, thanks.
That is not a compliment.
I disagree.
I actually see what you're saying, young man. We are aware of NFTs, and they
Excuse
are
me.
currently...
I can break it down for you.
I'm sorry, are you Morpheus from the Matrix film series?
No, but I do have pills if you need some. Anyway, the thing about NFTs is...
Non-fungible. It's a rhyme for eating Lunchables. A picture Colin Joseph's face. Very punchable. Digital images, Digimon doing scrimmages. Or a pick of a note with the Nintendo Switch. Dictionary with the pick of Fat Jerry. I made it last night and now I got $3,000. And now I can buy me a gift for Peter Griffin crossing up all-star ballers who are taller. Look at these, if you please. Supreme Court Justice Chuck E. Cheese. Bam Margera and a Mini Cooper, Maxi Splinter. Amy Klobuchar, Adam Driver, having dinner. Hey, here's a Thanos that works for 24 million. It could be yours, and the prices go up and down, you see. So that explains an NFT.
Okay, well, that was just a list of complete nonsense, but you're not totally wrong. Can anyone here expound on that a bit more eloquently? Anyone?
So apparently everyone is somehow talking about NFTs, and there's a lot of confusion around them. Therefore, I would briefly go through some really basic definition. And to do that, we have to talk about blockchain, which is the basis on which NFTs are created. Blockchain is a decentralized database that is used to record data and to facilitate transactions. The information is structured in blocks, and this is why it's called blockchain. And it's saved on different computers, so on different, what they're called nodes. And at the same time, this is why decentralized. blockchain is working on a consensus basis. So it means that if most of the nodes have at the same time the same information, that information is considered truthful. Therefore, let's say that there is not just a blockchain, there are many blockchains. There are public blockchains and private ones. If the blockchain that we're using is a public one and it's structured on a high number of nodes, it means that it's almost impossible to tamper with it. Why? Because to alter the consensus, so to alter information that the algorithm assumes as true, we would need to control and modify the information on at least 51% of the nodes, so on at least more than half of the nodes in the blockchain itself. So, as I said, the higher is the number of nodes, and the more public is the blockchain, so controlled by different computers, the higher is its security. So, non-fungible tokens are minted, so they are created, stored, exchanged, and verified on blockchain. They are called non-fungible because they are not interchangeable. This means that each of them is unique and unrepeatable. And this is the main difference between, NFTs and Bitcoins, for example, cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are fungible by nature. If I give you a 20-euro note, you can give me another 20-euro note back, and we're even. They're all the same. NFTs, on the other hand, are just unique. They can correspond to any digital object, so a drawing, an image, music, any other digital file. And they're really useful because they solve the problem that was really long-standing, because they can define clear property rights for digital assets. They're also programmable in a way that the original creator can get a share of revenue each time the NFT is resold on secondary trading. Now, let's look at the potential of NFTs. So, this is a painting, really famous painting. It was recently attributed to Leonardo da Vinci, Salvator Mundi. It was sold in 2017 for $475 million. This is the most expensive painting that was ever sold in history. Now, look at this guy. Quite ugly, right? This is CryptoPunk 1998, designed by Larva Labs, and in 2017. And this was sold last year, so in 2001, for $534 million. The highest amount paid for a single NFT until now. And I'm telling you that because, the NFT market, it's something that, it has a great potential. It's not something that belongs to the future. It's something that it belongs to the present, and it's here to stay. But just like the internet in the old times, it's something that is used right now at its lowest potential. And with this, also a lot of risks are implied if NFTs are not combined with the right level of technology and of security. We, in Autena, are providing this kind of security. We are working to make the world a more connected, transparent, and authentic place. We're a Swiss company, founded in 2018, and we've been working in several verticals, so in the pharmaceutical one, luxury, industrial, agro, and food and beverages. We already filed 8 patents for our security and anti-counterfeiting solution, both in US and EU, and we have 20 international trademarks. Our team is spread around the world. We have our headquarters in Switzerland, but we are also in Italy, Brazil, Argentina, Poland, Ukraine, UK, and USA. And what we want to do is that basically we want to enable the brands to create a trusted, authentic, and immutable bridge between the digital world and the physical one, and to allow the consumers to buy in a safe way in the metaverse. How do we do it? This is our main anti-counterfeiting solution, which is called Authena Shield. It's based on 3 elements. The one you see on the left, which is a physical digital seal that is based on IoT and blockchain and is uniquely linked to each fragrance. It is able to authenticate and to track the fragrance. Then we have a user interface, so an app or a browser page to allow the end user, so the customer, to verify the product authenticity in an instantaneous way, and then a producer dashboard. The third element is something that allows the brand to track in real time every interaction that the consumer has with the app at a single unit level. This allows the brand to have an end-to-end authenticity solution that increase the visibility of their products across the supply chain, allow them to have a direct connection with the end user, have a new marketing channel, for example, because through the user interface, they could just, place a call to action that redirects to the store. So by interacting with the fragrance, they can, from that one, buy another one. And then they're able to boost their brand image and recognition and to manage recalls in a really smart way. Our experience in the world of NFTs, in the world of fragrances, was born with and thanks to Musk Milano and their creativity and vision to emphasize the gnosis that are behind each fragrance, and who create works of art from raw materials of the highest quality. We helped them in launching 40 pieces NFT collection that was called Accords. And this because each unique digital artworks that was created represented an exclusive raw material used in the fragrance's creation. The artwork was created by a 3D artist from Romania, and he interpreted each raw material according to his vision and according to the color palette of the raw material itself. You can have here some examples. But if you think about it, who would want to buy a fragrance that cannot be smelled? Who would be pleased by just reading a description of notes, accords of an NFT perfume and looking at its digital representation of it without having it in his hands, with the possibility to touch it and to smell it? And this is why we created the first ever collection in which a piece of digital art is associated with a physical twin in the perfume world. The collection, by the way, was put on sale on OpenSea and was sold in less than 1 week. And so another thing, by purchasing the artwork, so these NFTs on OpenSea, not only the customer became one of the owner of this digital artwork, but they were entitled to claim an artistic fragrances advent calendar. Every numbered box inside that could be opened in the corresponding day of December, they contained a surprise. They contained a fragrance belonging to the collection of Musk Milano, and inside also there were raw materials, accords, used in the creation of that specific fragrance. We made that possible through what we like to call non-fungible tokens 2.0. So NFTs that are not just digital, but that are a link between digital and physical. And also through our decentralized app that is able to connect the NFT with Autena Shield, so the first authentication solution that we've seen before. Thanks to this, thanks to Autena Meta, brands can embrace the metaverse world and are able to sell products that we like to call augmented. So they live both in the physical world and in the metaverse. They can activate new sales channels. They can start selling NFTs even before the fragrance is ready, and then they can tap into a new era of customer engagement. This is the digital part, one of the 40. We're able to do that in a plug-and-play solution. So there is no IT effort required from the brand. We can build together the digital artwork. It can be provided by the brand. We can provide it. This is, of course, something that is really flexible. We create and mint the NFT, and we integrate it and publish it on the major NFT online marketplaces. And we allow the brands, of course, to launch private auctions or to sell through direct sales. This is the physical twin of what we've just seen before. Thanks to Autena Meta, we're able to create this immutable link between the NFT and the physical twin. And this through the IoT device that you see, which is a physical digital seal permanently applied on each product. Each NFC, each of these seals, allow the brand to communicate with the consumer, and the consumer is able to interact with the product, and every interaction is recorded in real time, creating a direct connection. And this is the DApp, the decentralized app. Consumers, through that, can request the shipment of the physical product. They can verify the authenticity of their collectibles in the metaverse, and brands can elevate their customers as VIP customers and share with them private content, invitation to exclusive events, and more. So brands that are starting now to create an experience in the metaverse for their customers have a significant advantage. This is the moment to create products that live simultaneously in the physical and digital world. Look at the market size. So we have 100 million, which is the annual global spending on virtual goods, and then we have 13.6 billion, which is the estimated value of the market of NFT in 2007. We implemented our solution, as I said, in fragrances, but we're also able to do it for whiskey. We did it for wine, for high-end furniture, and more. And this, to summarize, what is our vision for NFT 2.0? NFTs that are not only digital artworks, but they can be giveaways, for example. So the NFT is a digital certificate of authenticity and ownership that is released to the customer after the purchase. They get the item, the fragrance, whatever. They interact with it through the physical digital seal, and they get back this certificate as an NFT. The other way around is the redeemable NFT. What we did with Mask. So the NFT is sold as a pre-sale certificate, and this allows the customer to redeem, to get the physical product later on. And both a giveaway and a redeemable NFT, they can be an experiential NFT, in which having it in your wallet as a customer allows you to access exclusive content, or, for example, to access to private events. So in the case of a redeemable, think about developing a new fragrance. This is something that I imagine it takes time, money, effort, and most of the times maybe you're not sure that the fragrance will be appreciated in the market, that it will be sold successfully. Through the NFT, through the redeemable, you can start a pre-sale. You can create a work of art behind it, and you can start working then on the development of the fragrance, having it partially financed. So if you're willing to catch this opportunity to build a trusted and authentic experience for your consumers, both in the real world and in the metaverse, let's get in touch. These are my email address, phone number, and I have a booth just outside. So thank you. Any questions? Sure. Well, with the potential of NFTs, this is for sure coming. Something that could be done and could be interesting is to, for example, create, I was just thinking about it, you know, gas chromatography. You know, you can make an analysis of the molecules, of the volatile molecules of a fragrance, and then you have like a unique, let's say, profile of that fragrance. In that case, it could be possible to create it and to mint it as an NFT and link it to the physical fragrance itself. This could be an idea. Well, the good thing of physical digital NFTs is that by purchasing the digital, then you get the physical actually. But there's people doing, you know, NFTs started, as I was saying, they started digital. So many people or many brands also in the fashion, they're selling just this digital representation of shoes or shirts. Really nice, but then you can wear it in the metaverse. Yes, you can put it on your avatar, but there's no link to the physical one. And that's why we believe in this, because we build this bridge between physical and digital, which I think that in the words of Fragrance, it makes really perfect sense. No problem. Okay. No more questions? Not to fragrances, but we have been working also in wine, and we did NFTs for wine as pre-sale certificate, and we're doing it also in the world of whiskeys as a giveaway. So after the purchase of this really expensive whiskey, consumers can get their NFT as a certificate of ownership. I would say both Europe and US. China is really growing, but some marketplaces are banned by the government. So for example, OpenSea, which is the largest NFT marketplace, well, in China, it's partially blocked. But there's a lot of interest. You know, when you forbid something, when you prevent people from knowing, then people want to know more. So. Sure. we know that there is still this friction. I was saying before, it's like the internet at the beginning. So like web 1.0 was just plain text pages with information, and now we're chatting, video calling, and things like that. So we are working to allow customers to have a really smooth experience in this case. So when buying NFTs or trading them, we are doing it through our decentralized app, which is managed by Eutena, but helps customers to do it in a easier way. But of course, to have an NFT, you need to have a crypto wallet. Yes. Sure. It depends on the use case. If you have one, maybe I can reply better, because you can create one which is a pre-sale certificate, and then once the physical item is shipped to the customer, that one gets burnt, and he receives a second one, which is one that guarantees ownership, for example. So those are two. Yeah. Another of the same object? Actually, no, because at least how we structured our solution, and we patented this. When we mint the NFT, we include in the smart contract the unique identifier of the physical digital seal that we apply to the physical product. So it would be impossible to have another NFT with the same identifier. And this is for security reasons. Okay. More questions? Right outside. Yeah. Thank you. And enjoy exams.